Welcome back. This week we close out our adventure with a nice long sail back to West Palm Beach. Come on along for the ride. Okay, so last week I mentioned we had some engine problems. It turns out when we were coming into Staniel Cay, the engine seemed to overheat. It was getting really hot. It revved itself up like it was running away and wouldn't shut down. So when we came in, I had to cut it off, and we came in under sail and anchored up under sail, no problem. So of course I went through the whole cooling system, checked everything out. I could find nothing wrong with the cooling system. Raw water pump, fresh water pump, everything's working fine. I took apart the tube stack, no blockages or anything. But then I checked the oil, and come to find out the oil level was really high and the oil was really watered down. So it turns out we're having a diesel leak into the oil. There's only really two places that can happen, from the lift pump or from the injector pump, and neither of which are going to be easy to fix here in Staniel Cay. So I've changed the oil, and we can probably run the engine for a little while, but because due to Donna having to fly back to North Carolina here pretty soon, and conditions are going to be favorable for it, so we decided we're just going to sail back to Palm Beach and fix it up there. Kind of a bummer to have to leave the Bahamas, but it's going to happen eventually. Hope to make it south for hurricane season, but that's not going to happen, so we might as well head back to Palm Beach. So away we go. Captain's log. It's Friday, June 7th, and we're about to get out of Staniel Cay. We're going to head home so we can do some motor work, and Donna can go visit her folks and family. But first we got to get out of here, and I'm hesitant to run the motor since we're having difficulties with it. So we're going to sail off the hook, turn around, and sail out of here through there, hopefully. Fortunately, the wind and current are favorable for that, so we shouldn't have any problems. Just in case I could start up the motor if I need to, but I'd rather not, so we're going to do it the hard way. Here we go.
Well, we're getting ready to leave beautiful Staniel Cay. I've really loved it here. It's awesome. The water is beautiful. The sky is beautiful. The people are wonderful. But it's time to go. So
The first thing you got to do when sailing off the hook is unfurl the sail. Make sure everything's ready to go first, so you don't have any nasty surprises, like, oh, I forgot to turn on the autopilot or something like that. But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. First time I unfurl this sail, hopefully we'll turn that way. We're going to go back there and around the reef. Then I'll have to run it forward and lift the hook. So here we go. Unfurling the sail.
okay, we are now taking up the hook. We've got the sails out, as you can see, and we're doing this with no motor. Okay.
First time the hook ever came up with a chain binding in the hose pipe.
Okay, the chain is up, the sail is out. John is at the helm.
I'm gonna dive.
We are attempting to sail out of the inlet with no motor. Or without using our motor. We have the motor, but we're trying not to use it. Here's beautiful Staniel Cay. We've got wind today. So that's why we're trying to do this today. We're going to jibe. Prepare to jibe.
Here we go.
Successful diving. Woohoo! Way to go, Captain. And now we are headed in the right direction out of the inlet. By sail with no motor. Woohoo! Even though we have motor, the captain was able to do it without it. That's a sailor for you, baby. This is what it looks like headed out. We're outside of the inlet now, and we're into the washing machine as the current is raging out into the water. So here we go. A little exciting. Turn around and show you what it looks like from the backside. That's where we just came through. Quite the washing machine. But we are successfully out. So yay.
Captain's log. It's June 8th, 4 o'clock. And what a difference a day makes. Yesterday we made 40 miles all day. We bolted out of the inlet at like 7 knots, but then the wind died off. We went 1 to 2 knots for like 24 hours. Then this afternoon, all of a sudden the wind kicked in. Now we're going 7 knots. Moved over pretty nicely. Did some good gusts. Actually made 7.5 for a little while. It's rainy, but it's keep cooling us off nicely. We don't mind. We're bolting right along though. Should make up for yesterday's long day. We're almost off Governor's Harbor in Eleuthera over here. Just gotta go up around the corner and into the Providence Channel and head back towards Florida. Haven't decided yet whether we're going to stop at the Berries again or not. We'll see what the weather's like when we get there. So for now, on we go. Captain's log. It's June 9th, a bit after 10. We're just north of Coco Cay. Booking along all day. We were becalmed early this morning for a couple hours, but since then the wind's been going. I think we're over 100 miles now for the day. Should be able to make 120 by dawn, by midnight anyway. Probably by dawn we'll be at the end of the Bahamas and entering the Gulf Stream and ready to cross back to Florida. So one last night of beautiful starry skies. I can already see the glow of Florida approaching on the horizon. What an adventure. Sad to see it end, but got to get back and fix the motor. Donna wants to fly up to North Carolina for a couple months and do some stuff at the house, do some improvements to the boat, and then go back at it again. So we're not going to be gone forever. I'm not too bummed, though I am bummed. Well, off we go. Captain's log. It is 5 o'clock on June 10th. We're about 25 miles out from Palm Beach and booking along at 8 knots easy. I think we hit 9 there for a second. We're in about 4.5 knots of current, so that's helping, but it's across us, so mostly it's boat speed. We are just booking. Got like 17 knots of wind. One reef in each of the sails. But cruising right along. We'll be coming into the inlet about 10:30 tonight. Hopefully our spot is still available. The seas are starting to pick up, but Rhiannon doesn't care. She just keeps bolting right along. That's why we love her. So as the sun set, West Palm Beach appeared on the horizon. And soon enough, we were back in the inlet and back to our spot. So here we are back in Palm Beach, safe and sound. Hurricane season is upon us. Don is ready to fly home. Everything's cool with the house. I get to work on the engine and get everything back ship shape, so hopefully by next season we're ready to go. Oh, it's over too soon. It seems like a dream. That was a lot of fun. Can't wait to do it again.
Once again, thanks for joining us on our adventures. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next week.